PhD.
Yeah.
PhD.
I guess you're feeling better today.
PhD.
The one and only.
PhD.
The only man. You're talking about football intellectual proficiency here.
The doctor.
Obvious. Who else can it given be to? I mean, Dr. Ivan Khoza, the young Duke himself, has bestowed, or with the powers that were bestowed upon him by the gods of football, so it fit that they grant me the PhD. And by the way, congratulations to me for winning us. For winning this game. I think if we were to go straight into it, just to correct a lot of people, I think a lot of people were saying that we were missing and stuff. I was not missing and I was not hiding. The only difference is people make a mistake. You know, Skukune United that beat us during the week, they were number 3 last season. And this season, they were number 4 last season. And this season they are number 3. A pyramid that beat us in the CAF Champions League. I'm talking about a competition or a cup that does not allow Kaizer Chiefs fans or Kaizer Chiefs to talk about in terms of continental football. Why? Not because I try and disrespect them, but precisely because there's a reason why it's called the Champions League. The reason why it means you have to be a champion in order for you to qualify to play there. But anyway, we understand they don't have the football and the emotional intelligence and the tactical and tactical ability to understand such simple things. I mean, when you are a Pirates fan, that's given. It's like the cycle. It's 360. But let's get straight into this match. We started the match without Tito Patrick Maswanganyi. We are talking about the ambulance himself. He comes from Tebisa. He was not there. The coach did not allow him. And that's a technical approach to say that we don't need more of a creative player, but we just need to play basic football. He allows Talent Mbata and Makatlin Makaula to dominate the middle of the park. But in terms of winning the ball and high pressing, that allows opponents not to play football. Then it gives you an opportunity to study your opponent as far as the first half is concerned. Some of us who've got a PhD.
I saw 6 cocomelons today.
Obviously.
6 cocomelons.
This is given. I'm saying to you, even the coach that is coming from the DDC, he's a cocomelon. Remember, we are talking about Dugu Makanya, who comes from the very same system that was upgraded or uploaded by the general himself, Dr. Ivan Khoza. Now it's been continued by Mkoza and Kosana Khoza. We understand that we are a football mining team. We grind our players from the grounds, from ordinary streets of Soweto, Sebokeng, Pretoria, wherever you name it. But people would never understand it.
Let's not run away from this one.
Yeah.
You won first half.
Yes.
All Chiefs fans are saying, Sae Moses Mapida.
Yeah, if the finances of life would allow us, I would advise Orlando Pirates fans to fly, because Kaizer Chiefs fans are so excited on the ground and we cannot allow ourselves to be in the same level. But anyway, life, we will go together with them. But I think they will be very excited, and one of the greatest achievements that they've achieved so far this season is precisely that. And take nothing away from them. Much as we had many chances, especially we utilized the side of Mohaunko. Unfortunately for me, I am excited that we've won, but I'm not so excited with the results that we got of 2-1. I don't think that's a true reflection of the match. Talk about how many chances that we've created, but I like how our coach has now noticed how we are playing in terms of tactics. He then removes the Paseka Marco, who did not have a bad game, but thought since he was playing as a left back, let me rather convert Dion Otto, who was playing as a right wing, playing with his left. Let me take him back and place him on the left back, meaning now you've got a player who's got the ability and technical ability to defend and also to go forward, meaning whenever we defend, he's defending. Whenever he's a hybrid, if one may call it, whenever we attack, he's then able to attack. But
your favorite player missed so many chances. Your Cocomelon.
Mohaunko. I understand it's a learning curve.
Your favorite player missed so many chances, Mohaunko.
Yeah, he missed so many chances. Remember, he was coming from the left, but I'm here to come to talk to him because he's able to cut with his left foot, and I think his usage of feet. Remember, this is a rare player, or if you can find in terms of PSL, who can shoot the ball accurately so with both his feet. So for me, it was decision making in terms of knowing when to when to score or which leg to use. That's the problem with him. Remember, he's not like ordinary players that would rather use a normal leg to say I'm using a right. Sometimes when you're using two legs, they can be very confusing. But anyway, I'm very impressed with Sipho Chaine, how he allowed us to be composed. I think there was a lot of noise here. Obviously, we're playing a derby, so he was not coached by fans. It allowed him to be composed, to know when to release the ball, and to have time with himself, whether to know that he can take the ball high or have short passes or have short throw balls. But I was also impressed about Shandu, who had a fairly very good game, and Thapelo Koki. But take nothing away from Kaizer Chiefs. They really played very well. You talk about Dove, talk about Kwinika, a player that has not been playing for a long time, and you talk about Yusuf Mark. I think for me, one of the most underrated players, but hated because football has its own political dimension. But I think for me, had they used the Dupree, who's got pace, remember, our defenders, central defenders, not central wing defenders, are not so pacey. So if they were to use a Dupree, I think they would have cracked us. But unfortunately, the coach saw that late at the game.
So you're saying in Durban they must start with Dupree?
Yes. If I were to, I don't want to.
Who would you bench?
I don't want to. No, anyone that is in the striking force. Dupree can give you numbers because he's pacey. He's always running. He's always hungry. He's always pressing. And remember, defenders are not so good naturally in terms of playing the ball. So they don't do well when they've got a striker who is a nuisance, who's always pressing you. You want to play the ball at the back alone so that you don't get disturbed. So a Dupree gives you that element in terms of pressing. In terms of whatever ball that is thrown from the last third, he can go for that ball. So for me, I don't want that kind of a striker. I think Kaizer Chiefs, especially when it comes to bigger games, they rob themselves. They've got the resources enough and the quality, for me, enough to beat any team in terms of even in the PSL.
So what would you say is the problem?
The problem is is Nabi. Nabi is cooking stones. Yes, Nabi is unable to cook. He's proving not to be a chef. I was advocating for him, prior to the league, to say this coach can change, Kaizer Chiefs. But if you've got a PhD eye and you look at Kaizer Chiefs first 11 or Kaizer Chiefs bench in terms of what? In terms of quality. And I don't want to say that since I'm an Orlando Pirates fan. They've got better quality compared to us. But the difference with them, remember, they buy from Woolworth, we buy from ShopRite, but we cook better than them.
PhD. So Durban.
Yes. No.
Or so Matunweni after we lose.
Those are not fake.
No. Remember,
Come to the real fact.
But anyway, we just, I think we're going to honor the fixture just like we honored. Remember, like I said, as Kukune United is far of a bigger team compared to Kaizer Chiefs. And with all due respect, like I'm saying, Kukune is number 3 now. Kaizer Chiefs, the last time I checked, they were number 8. So I don't know if, like I said, they suffer from nostalgia. They suffer from success of the past. Just because you were driving a BMW 10 years ago, it doesn't mean that you must drive a Tez with the same mentality ya Tez.
Mickey Modisane, former PRO. I can see you are happy.
Bona, I'm not happy, I'm ecstatic. no, let me tell you, Arthur. I said to them, Operation Ringaga fell.
Yeah.
And remember, football doesn't have therefore.
Yeah.
No, we lost therefore, we scored first, therefore, I said to them, starter, Kashiko. Saturday, next week, get 10. Moses Mabida. Main course. Robaja ringeri to speaking. Rinse Chiefs momeno. Amen.
From a PRO of his days to a modern PRO, and there's no better place and a better person to advocate for that. Anyway, congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs. Hasimang Lemanga Janka Pirates. You talk about your
man, what do you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
No, as Pirates fans, we don't have to have everyone as our ex. Remember, Hasimang Lemanga Janka Pirates. Pirates, may out, and we'll never shy away from that. Unfortunately, the truth, and if it sits bad with some other people, we'll never shy away. The truth can change. We are talking about the last 4 in terms of continental football. I mean, you cannot love someone who fails his subject, Aliko Varsity, while you failed your driver's license. It doesn't make sense to me.
If you don't stop PhD, he will never stop.
Yeah, I'll never stop.
Congratulations to Orlando Pirates. Congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs for hosting Orlando Pirates. It was such a beautiful game. The fans were well behaved. And